Coming to you loud and clear.
It's Famus Athletics, and if you're looking to sleep in comfort or be outdoors in comfort, I need you to get them cozy soles. It's your guy Famus Athletics. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a video like this. Throw that straight left down the pipe. Make sure you hit that like button and share this with anybody you talk boxing with, any type of sports. Famus Athletics, the dopest channel on the planet. Now that we got that out the way, so February 11th, we got Brandon Bam Bam Rios taking on Danny Swift Garcia at the Mandalay Bay in Vegas. Oh, what a night it's gonna be in February, 3 days before Valentine's Day. So who heart will be broken? Who heart will be taken? I read something interesting. I forgot exactly what it said, but I was on let me see if I can find it while we doing this live. Well, as we recording, but I seen a post where somebody said the same guy that hold on. Okay, it says the man Jesse Vargas just went 10 rounds with Brandon Rios, stopped in round 7 a few months back. At first, I thought Rio was a cherry pick for Danny Garcia, but it's a solid fight. Did he duck Porter? Yes, but this is a better fight than what Danny could have taken. So this is by Julius Hernandez. I think he owns the KOTR Boxing Talk. So this is a post by him. And I'm going to have to put my take on just the whole situation of Bam Bam Rios versus Swift Garcia. We all know that Danny Garcia has been on the tongues and the back of a lot of guys' minds at the welterweight division. And I see Danny Garcia as a dude who likes to live a high life, high fashion price. And let's just say we in Saks Fifth Avenue, you know, where all the designer is, and they have, you know, the section where the sales section, and they have the clearance section. You know, Danny Garcia is a big spender, but the welterweights such as Errol Spence, Keith One-Time Thurman, even though he's been in the ring with Danny Garcia, we're gonna throw him in there. So we got Errol Spence, Keith One-Time Thurman, Sean Porter, Jesse Vargas. You got Terrence Crawford. If I didn't say Terrence Crawford, you just got a pool full of sharks. And Danny Garcia wants to go buy the most expensive things, but he know the reward is a risk to go buy those things. So his card might decline if Errol Spence Jr. is the top pick, you know, or his card might decline if Sean Porter is the second highest price thing. But if he goes to the clearance section, he could find guys like Brandon Bam Bam Rios, find guys like Luis Collazo, find guys like Andre Berto, find guys like Amir Khan. You know, this is all in the clearance section as far as the welterweight division. Now, when you move to the higher price items is where you come into some trouble. So what I'm saying is Danny Garcia has short pickings of that clearance section. Saks Fifth Avenue is not going to have a big clearance section for people to shop from. They want people who buy, and these are for specific customers, high value customers. So welterweight division is also a pool full of sharks, you know, or however terminology you want to put it. Danny Garcia is slim pickings, or is cherry picking, quote unquote, will have to end soon, because you can't pick your way around the welterweight division. It's more so Terrence Crawford has the best chance of picking his way around the welterweight division, because there's not too many top welterweights on his side of town, you know, as far as the ESPN side, the top rank side. I'm not saying Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford will be picking around fighters. Not saying that, but he has a better chance of not wanting to go against these guys when you got guys like Terrence Crawford on the other side of town, which we don't know if he'll even fight any of the PBC guys in 2018. We want that to happen. We don't know that because Bob Arum, we already know Bob Arum, his tactics and all. So with that being said, let's break down the fight. Brandon Rios versus Danny Garcia. I could tell you this. Let's start with Danny Garcia since we're already on the topic of Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is laid back, gained some weight. DSG Promotions is doing well. I think his sisters, the twin sisters, they have, you know, music thing that they got going on. And Danny Garcia likes to show up at some fights, some events, make himself known, party, live the life with his family, with little Philly Garcia, and, you know, and be the family man. I don't think his passion is into boxing like he used to be, especially since he took that loss from Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman plays on his mind all the time. I know that's a fact because it's the only guy he's really seen him be calling out, and he actually still think he won the fight with Keith Thurman. But Danny Garcia, he doesn't want to go next to anyone that could put him in a column of another L behind his record. That's the thing he's fearing. So he thinks Brandon Rios was the best choice of welterweight opponents to pick for a comeback fight after he hasn't fought since, what, April of 2017. So that's a long time, you know. That's a long time to be out the ring and kind of wasting your prime years away from the spotlight. Now, Brandon Rios, on the other hand, he's a guy who, I don't know his last opponent, but he stopped the guy in 7 rounds, and Jesse Vargas went 10 rounds with him. So I say that to say this. Brandon Rios is back, hungry. We know Brandon Rios isn't one of the top welterweights, or could be a guy that could give Garcia some trouble in spots, but I don't think Brandon Rios' feet come off the ground enough to give Danny Garcia most trouble. You know, I think he'll have to have a little bit more movement to beat somebody like Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, on the other hand, is not hungry. So we have the opposite. You have Brandon Rios, who's hungry. He's going to come in and try to take Danny Garcia head off. And you got Danny Garcia, who thinks this guy is easy pickings, you know, cherry picking, or whatever the case may be. So it's an interesting fight. Danny Garcia will go in to try to look impressive as possible and come out with the victory. He will look to try to stop Brandon Rios, but I don't think he wants to get into that fight like that because Brandon Rios' inside game is real. Regardless if he's the same fighter or not, his inside game is real. So I don't think Danny Garcia wants to do that. Danny Garcia's best chance is to stay on the outside, box, and win a unanimous decision over Brandon Rios. Can he stop Brandon Rios? I don't see Danny Garcia stepping on the gas to stop him. If he does, I wouldn't be impressed, but it depends how he does it. If he does stop him in an impressive fashion, we'll have to give him some credit because I don't see Garcia stopping anyone else at the welterweight division unless it's somebody who he thinks he could catch, you know, slightly out of bounds or off target or off stride, you know, not on top of their game, somebody who's not focused, and Brandon Rios is focused. We just hope that it's a good fight. We hope that Danny Garcia steps out of that clearance section and move to the higher price ticket items, take the risk, and put your name in the books, because we're not looking at what you did from 140 to now. That's the past. We'll look at that when your career is over. We're looking at the 147-pound division. There's a bunch of guys in the 147-pound division that want to take on Danny Garcia. So will Danny Garcia be available for these guys? Will he be able to duck for so long, as we like to say? Will he even get in the mix with these guys? Danny Garcia also has a lot of options, so Danny Garcia plays the way he wants to play. DSG clothing line in stores. You know, he got houses, he got all this that he's investing in. So shout out to Danny Garcia for being a businessman. And like I said, if your heart is not in it, hang it up, because you will go out in a fight thinking you're gonna win and you'll possibly lose. That's my take on the fight. She got Famus athletics, everything's a sport, so it's my sportsmanship award, and just like that, Famus is gone.